Thank you, Mr. President. This week, the Senate is proud to take another step forward towards securing our southern border as we consider the Laken Riley Act. I want to extend my deep gratitude to Senators Katie Britt and Senator Ted Budd for their leadership in bringing this bill forward. First and foremost, I want to say that I strongly support this measure. With this bill, the Senate will be taking a bold step for the safety and prosperity of American citizens after 4 years of mismanagement, decline, and ultimately chaos at the border. The Laken Riley Act is the answer to a loud and clear call made at the ballot box by the American people to unite us as a country, to put America first, and to address the tragic lawlessness that we see on our southern border. And so the Senate's first order of legislative business, we are answering that call. The radical open border policies of the left have caused untold suffering to families across the nation, families like the Riley family, who are still grieving the unimaginable loss of their beautiful daughter, Laken. Laken was just 22 years old, a young nursing student with a promising future ahead of her. Tragically, she was stolen from this earth by an individual who should have never been allowed to roam free in this country. Laken should be alive today, and she would be if her killer had been brought to justice before it was too late. In Laken, we lost a bright and beautiful soul, as those who knew her will attest. The law should serve our citizens, yet it has somehow been Laken's killer that benefited from our system. It's time we honor Laken's legacy by putting American citizens first. The Laken Riley Act, while too late to prevent Laken's tragedy, is a targeted bill that will save countless other lives. It will ensure that other illegal immigrants, not dissimilar to her killer, are detained for their crimes before they get a chance to commit another and maybe more serious offense. Anyone who has entered the United States illegally and then committed a crime should and will face detention and deportation. It sounds like common sense to me. Laken's killer was arrested 3 times and released 3 times, once at the border, again in New York City, and a 3rd time in Athens, Georgia, mere weeks before he took Laken's life. That will not happen and cannot happen under the Laken Riley Act. This is a problem that cannot be ignored or explained away or made trivial. The American people demand change. The American people want us to fix this system that failed to uphold the law and failed to keep Laken safe. Her cause is their cause. It's the cause of every mother, every father, every brother, every sister, of a young girl who simply wants to go to school and then go out for a run in her neighborhood and feel safe. I know at its core, this is truly a bipartisan issue. We all want to keep our communities safe, all Republicans and Democrats. Our Republican caucus and conference is completely unified behind the Laken Riley Act, and we've managed to win over a majority of Senate Democrats for the bill's initial consideration, including 2 have signed on as co-sponsors. As my Democrat colleague from Pennsylvania has noted, failure to pass this bill would represent everything that is wrong with Congress. The truth is, the American citizens have had enough talk, especially about these last 4 years. Now's the time for action. That's what the election was about. Action, not empty words. This week, we will have before us a tranche of critical votes that America will be intently watching. To the families watching who have lost loved ones like the Riley family, we stand with you. We feel your grief and your pain, and we will guard against this heartbreak ever happening again. Now more than ever, it is incumbent upon my colleagues and me to support America's families and pass the strongest possible bill for our communities. With that, I look forward to advancing the Laken Riley Act this week And, Mr. President, thank you, and I yield the floor.